Hi everyone, it's Carrie, and today I'm going to show you an easy technique for inking up an embossed image using a die. So here I am going to first of all die cut this banner die, which comes with the Wavy Words Stamp Die Duo from our Daily Bread Designs. So I cut it out first, and then I remove that magnetic sheet and add the embossing pad and run it back through the Gemini Junior. What this does is not only does it cut out that shape, but it embosses it beautifully, and you'll see that a little bit later. So here I am taking the Starburst die, also from our Daily Bread Designs, and I'm first going to cut it using that magnetic sheet. I'll let that run through, and then I'm going to emboss that one as well. So I will just remove that magnetic sheet, leaving the paper inside of the die, add the embossing mat there, and run it back through one more time. So there you have a beautiful die cut and embossed image for both of those. Okay, so now we're back at the work surface here on my desk, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to ink up just the embossed portion. So you just put the die right back on top of that image, and it fits perfectly. And here I'm using Memento Dandelion ink and a finger dauber to just ink up those sun rays. Now you can see I am taking this yellow all the way to the edges here. And then what I'm going to do, look at that, see, and it just inks up that embossed portion. So pretty. So now I'm going to take a little darker of an ink. This is more orangey. It's the Cantaloupe from Memento. And I'm going to ink up just the bottom portion of that sun, and also just the inside portions of each of the rays. So I won't go all the way to the edges with this one, just a little bit there, as you can see. And look at that. Using those two colors really makes it pop. So for the little sun here, I'm just going to take both of those colors again and add a little bit of each of those inks. And I found that I like a little bit of yellow around the outside also. Just gives it a little more color. And for this, I'm going to take an N0 Copic marker, and I'm just going to give it a little dimension by coloring in right underneath where each of the banners fold there. And you can see that makes it so that you can really see that embossing. Doesn't that look beautiful? So now we're going to take this Wavy Words Stamp Die Duo from our Daily Bread Designs, and I've chosen the sentiment that says, "Hello friend," and I'm just going to attach it to my acrylic block here with a little VersaFine Onyx Black, and I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig so that I can line it up perfectly on this banner. I like to tape down that banner that I'm going to stamp on so that it does not move. And then I just take that and stamp it right on top. Beautiful. So now to give the card a little dimension, I have cut some foam. This is just the craft foam. And I found that I don't like it to stick out of the edges, so I trim a little bit off. And here it's so easy because there are those stitch lines, those dotted lines, and I just trim that part off. And so this way it adds the dimension, but you don't see the foam peeking out the edges. So to attach this panel to the foam, I'm going to use some score tape because I know that this is strong adhesive and it will keep that panel right in place. I'll just remove those backers if they'll let me. And then we'll attach that panel right to the foam. I'll also use some score tape on the back of the foam to attach it to the card base. And I've just chosen a melon colored cardstock that I had in my stash here. I think it really complements this card well. Now to add that Hello Friend banner, I'm going to use Scotch 3M foam tape. And I found that if I cut it into pieces, then it fits a little better on the back of this banner. So I'll do that, and then I'll attach that also to the front, right there on the top of the sun. Now for that little sun piece, the extra piece there, I'm also going to attach it with foam tape, but I'm going to double up the foam tape so that it adds a little more dimension, pops up on this card. In real life, this card has quite a bit of dimension because there's that foam behind the panel, the foam tape behind the banner, and also a couple of layers behind that little sun. So this is some sequins from Pretty Pink Posh in the color Tangerine. And I'll just add a little bit of those with some multi-medium matte. I really like to use this little bottle here because I know that those sequins are going to stay put with that multi-medium matte. Love it. And we're almost done here, but one more thing just for a little sparkle, and that's Wink of Stella. So here I'm just going to add a bit of this Wink of Stella to all the orange portions. In real life, you can really see this glitter. I'm going to try to show it to you with the lighting at the end, and hopefully you can see some of this shine. In real life, it just sparkles, which I think sunshine should do, don't you? Let's see. If I maybe turn on this light, this overhead light, maybe you can see it a little better. Anyway, there is the card for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me. For more information, visit my blog at www.sunshineinmypocket.com. Thank you.